I have poured out my spirit, yet they refuse to drink. I have spoken to them, yet they shut their eyes to my voice. I have sent my messengers to them, yet they cast them out with great anger and violence, persecuting and slandering them. Behold, even the least of these, my servants, have been mistreated by the so-called people of faith. They have surely hated me. Behold, the Lord's purpose, for it shall surely be done. From my left hand, judgment shall be poured out. The desolate, the high-minded, and the hypocrite. Yet under the shadow of my right hand, the humble shall be hidden. For I am the Lord, and I do not change. Okay, in that it states about God's left hand, okay? When Jesus came to me last year in February 22nd, 2022, and we were in heaven, and he took me up, and we were in heaven by the river, and we're stepping out of this river stream, and it has all these stones, and he steps out with me into the universe in his right arm, and he pulls out of his white robe pocket with his left hand, and he made sure I said left hand, and holds that stone up and makes sure that I know its smoothness and roundness. And then with great anger, because of the world leaders today, because of the murdering of babies, and he said this generation is the worst, perverse, evilest generation that has ever existed on the face of the earth. And with his left hand and all his might, cast it to the earth. So I have now been seeing Father. And he's on his throne chair wearing full armor. You're like, well, so what's that? When Father is sitting there with intense, trying to hold his anger back because he's a loving God, and because it's that bad, and God is wearing his armor, we should be afraid. The problem is no one fears God. I fear God so bad. I used to fear Satan. No, I don't. I fear God so bad to where I throw up because that's how afraid I am of him. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel about it. So I am being shown that. But then with this and said, when like 4 years prior to that, he shows up and announces with a chauffeur, and Archangel Gabriel blows it to introduce Father's presence, because he's a gentleman, to even tell me I'm going to hell. He wasn't wearing armor. He was just telling me I was going to hell. When he's wearing full armor, he's going to war on you, and he's about to pull away. And don't say, oh, God does not pull away his Holy Ghost. He doesn't pull away. Yeah, he does. Joel 2:28, Jeremiah 6:10, Jeremiah 13:11, Jeremiah 17:23, Jeremiah 25:7, Isaiah 30:9, Proverbs 24:11, Jeremiah 29:19, Matthew 16:4. God does leave. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. Ephesians, I'm stressed out. 4:30, verse 30. So, okay, when God showed up at another time, Satan's about to be released, everybody. And he showed me, he showed up as a burning tree. And I went right to him. I knew it was Father on this tree. And he showed me the tree that was cut down and then raised back up, which was me. And then I was shown this cistern. And I went to it. It poisons the air and the water and everything. And as I looked over it in this big hole of the cistern, my hair blew up. Satan is going to be released real soon. And people aren't going to have a clue. You have to get your families ready. I am not to scare you. You should be fearing God, and you should be fearing where he's going to put your soul, in hell or in heaven. If you haven't got right with him and believed that Jesus died on the cross for you so that you could live with him and not of this world, I think you best be doing that. Because there's another time I'm on my couch, because I'm getting all these warnings all the time, and I hear this, the thunder and lightning was so big, so loud, it like shook my house. I shut up, I go, Father, and then he screamed at me, not yet, like it's not yet. And then he shot a demon. And so this demon I was shown, and then he showed me the demon, the angel of death, that's going to be released on the earth. And I'm just like flipping out. He showed me what this demon does and what it did to the people in Egypt when it passed around and killed people, and how he did it. He allowed that thing to attach to my brain, and I almost died from it. And then he pulled it away, and he shot that thing like a lightning bolt away. And then I'm supposed to tell you that. That was last year. But I'm not told last year. I'm told to release it now. And when you get a gift from God, from dreams and visions and stuff, make sure that you thank him for that gift, and you make sure that he's controlling that gift along with you. You're to give your free will and your gift to him to do his will with it. That is proper etiquette. God is etiquette. He has an etiquette. So later on, when I was sleeping, I had this angel in my living room, and this is what it looked like. Look.
Yo, somebody tell me why I never knew angels look like this. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all 3 angels of the Lord that protect us. So this first angel that I'm showing y'all right here is a cherub, and they are described
it had
as
all
doing
gold
the will of the Lord. So basically,
on its
they
top of its
all
wings.
The divine duties of the Lord here on earth. Alright, so the second angel I'm gonna show y'all.
This one right here was it. It had gold all on top. There's no pink. It's all white.
So much that they literally burn, like they're literally on fire with love. They also constantly sing praises to God, singing holy, holy, holy. And this is a phantom, so the eyes in every direction signify that
there's
God
no
is
pink in those eyes. It's like
signify that
white eyeliner around all the eyes. It's all gold and white.
Go back and watch this video again.
But I'm going to tell you this. When that angel was in my house, I never was so happy. I was like, I can't believe it. And then I found that, and I'm like, that's cool. It looks just like that, but on top of its wings are all gold. And then God allowed me to listen into the praise and worship in heaven. How they sing holy, holy, holy. It's breathtaking. The worship in heaven is just breathtaking. Holy, holy. And there's like 10 angels, and it's just like a forever holy, holy, holy. And you don't think that holy can be sung that way. It is so beautiful. Then, yes, they do, everyone. Whoever sings the Divine Mercy Chaplet, the angels sing that in heaven. Yes, they do. But prior to all this, 4 years ago, and this has been going on for 4 years, the angels in heaven have been warring nonstop. They mount up. They come in, and this is all you hear is the leader that is saying, mount up, mount up. A horse pulls up, comes up, they're all white. Mount up, mount up, mount up. And this goes on every second, every moment for like 4 years, nonstop, the war. And then I hear the angels marching in and coming out. They're marching in, and when I say angels, you can't count them. You can't say 100,000. You can't even say 1,000,000. There are that many coming in and coming out. Look at where your mind is if you have that many angels warring for you and no one's listening. Everyone's going to that Beyonce concert, the Grammys, and all this filth. You're not to watch that. I'm telling you right now, it is about to get real. God's judgment. And if you look in some of the Bible verses, what God did to Israel and killed, I forget what the percentage was for sinning against him. And then he gave them hemorrhoids, meaning hemorrhoids and boils. Those are coming. Those are coming for the disrespect. America is, he never refers to America as anything to me other than a whore. The great whore. And soon when he pulls back, You must know that Jesus is with you. He never leaves you or forsakes you. But when that comforter pulls back, you are not going to be able to walk. You're going to hit the ground and you're going to know it's gone. And that's the only way I could describe it. There's just bad things happening. And I'm to tell you guys all this. Father is sitting there very upset, stern-faced, on his throne, waiting. Will you turn back to them? Or will you continue on with your sin? Because he's ready to war. And that's a war you will never win. Never win.